Hatred, Episode 3, First Contract.
The Army recruiter's outpost looked remarkably like a set from The Office. I didn't know what I'd expected. Racks of military-grade hardware, perhaps, or a few heads on spikes. Instead, there were mahogany shelves with framed certificates, rows of challenge coins embossed with knives and lightning bolts and Roman numerals, plaques celebrating deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan and a few other places I had never even heard of.
You don't have to do this, Dave.
I know, I want to. This is what I want, to serve my country.
Even then, I picked up on the lack of conviction in my father's words. I'd read the writing on the wall over the past year. There seemed to be an intangible link between me and my old man, one that carried a message far more plainly than speech ever could. This is for the best, that mental murmur seemed to say. We'll rid ourselves of one another and we can move on with our lives. A single, unspoken thought shared by two minds. I would be out of the house so that the woman my father had taken to screwing could move in, turn my childhood home into a playground for my father's insatiable sexual appetites. Mom had already filed for divorce, ostensibly because of the cheating, but she'd known for quite some time. She'd had to have known. No. I knew that it had really been Blake's death that had broken the family. None of the pastors ever mentioned that until death do us part didn't necessarily have to refer to the deaths of the betrothed. A uniformed soldier came from the back of the office, a thick manila folder of paperwork in his hands. The rank of Sergeant First Class sat center on his chest, while the name Pega rested over his right breast, across from the corresponding tape that read U.S. Army. Pega was a weird name. The recruiter didn't look Hispanic, but the name might have had a different origin. I had never heard of a Pega before. For that matter, the recruiter didn't look like anyone else I had ever met, but despite that uniqueness, he also didn't particularly stand out from anyone else I had ever met either. Pega resembled one of those face morphs made from hundreds of photographs run through a computer program designed to average common features.
Okie dokie, trooper. I got all the paperwork right here. DD4 here, that's the enlistment form. SF-86, that's for your security clearance. Hey there, buddy. It's okay. I know this is a lot of stuff, but most of it's just crap that Uncle Sam needs to feel safe and snug. You Texans know how the government can be better than anyone else, I'd reckon.
You're not from Texas?
Oh no, I'm a military rat. Love the feast.
What's a military rat?
I'm a military brat from the East Coast. Brat means that my family's sever members.
You mean service members?
That's what I said. Ain't like it used to be. They say the devil's in the details, and the Army loves attention to detail. Guess that's why I'm working overtime now.
Uh-huh. Suppose it's good job security.
Got 2 wars rolling. It is a very good time to be in my seat. It'll be good for you too if we can secure you a bonus. Look, with some of these questions about drug use, if you didn't get busted by the cops for anything, you didn't do anything. Huh? No drugs, no drinking, no nothing. Don't admit to anything if a paper trail doesn't come back to you. Lady Liberty's blind, and so is Uncle Sam if it ain't in black and white.
Clean as a whistle.
Boxes were checked, 1-inch lines were initialed. Before long, we came down to the big one. Section H. Confirmation of enlistment or re-enlistment. Box 22A. I, name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. So help me, God. God didn't keep Blake from getting herself killed. I didn't see any reason the vicious bastard would start to lend a helping hand.
I think it's out of ink.
Oh, where is... I got another one here somewhere. Here you go. Try this one.
All right. Ah, shit.
A bead of blood welled out of my thumb. It dropped onto the DD4, followed by another. The bead spattering so that the last part of the oath now read, "Oh, help me."
It's fine. It's fine. A little blood doesn't scare us soldiers, right? We've burned plenty of time as is. If anyone up the chain gives me hell about it, we can have you fill it out again. But I don't think it'll be a big deal. Just go ahead and sign.
Maybe we better come back.
Maybe you'd better let David be his own man. Go on, sir. Just sign and we'll finish up. Can I have this? Your paper. Are you finished? And can I have it?
Of course. Sort paperwork.
You're doing a fine thing for your country, son. Few folks have the bravery that you do. We've got a few other things to take care of at the military entrance processing station, but the most important part is over. Just don't do no drugs in the meantime or you'll fail the piss test. We'll take care of the rest. Word on the streets is there's going to be a big push soon. The way things are going, you might even get to see some action. If you do, give them hell.
Thank you, sir.
Please, Sergeant. I work for you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to Gringos.
As we rode to the restaurant, I sucked the blood welling in a small droplet on my thumb. I realized, suddenly, what had been so odd about both the pen and Pega's eyes. There had been no light reflecting in either of them. I'm in San Marcos, Texas, 78666, not Houston. I'm a college dropout, not fresh out of high school. I write parking tickets. I am not a soldier. I left everything behind. 10:38 p.m. Almost time.
About ready?
Yeah. Have we figured out any contingencies?
Like what?
What we do if I get attacked?
Just cover your face again, I suppose.
If that doesn't stop them?
Then I have this. Pepper spray. Trust me, this will stop anybody.
This is getting heavy.
Look, nothing serious is going to happen. Because there isn't anything happening. The call isn't real. It's the result of a shitty night at the bar and a shitty day at work and the human mind's obsessive need to make shitty sense out of shitty nonsense. Couldn't see a reflection in his eyes. There wasn't any light.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Let's just finish up and get ready so we can put this thing to bed.
Been waiting all day for this. Hang on, let's just get it wrapped so your mouth isn't covered. Yeah, there.
Aren't soldiers supposed to be good at doing shit they don't like without complaining?
I wasn't a very good soldier.
Or boyfriend?
Look, I'm already risking another ass kicking. I think we can just leave off right there. You don't believe me. You just want to see me make a fool of myself.
No, I want to see you make a bigger fool of yourself. The hell, Miles, really?
It's medicine, Sophia. Judge not, lest ye be a total bitch. Ready?
The way that manager's looking at me probably thinks I'm here to rob the place.
We should find somebody that looks weak. Somebody that won't start anything, you know?
Didn't they ever teach you about judging books and covers?
Christ, Dave, this isn't kindergarten. Think dominance, hierarchies. Think lobsters. You're the predator or you're the prey. This is the real world. This is the fucking concrete jungle.
Sir, this is an HEB. I'm going to grab a few things. Call me when you're done listening to Miles' YouTube-fueled free association.
You aren't gonna help?
With what?
You don't believe me.
Of course not. It's patently ridiculous. I thought it might be amusing to watch you harass some midnight shoppers, but then I remembered I'm low on batteries, and my motorized friend is the only thing that keeps me from strangling you. Have fun, boys.
How'd you ever date her?
Carefully.
Women, am I right?
Shut the fuck up, Miles.
Hey, you can't talk to me like that.
Why not?
Because I'm your landlord.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. Shut the fuck up, my lord.
Better. Ready to do this?
Not at all.
Well, it's a bit late to chicken out, isn't it?
What? This isn't jumping out of an airplane, Miles. We could just leave.
You'd be too curious. Besides, you're out of a job now. You can't seriously tell me you've got anything better to do now that you've joined me on the unemployment line.
Okay, being a landlord is not the same as being unemployed.
You're right. It's a sacrifice some of us have elected to take on for the well-being of those such as yourself.
Yeah, I'm sure you're really buckling under the burden of having your mom bankroll you. Whatever. Let's do this before I break open one of those Topo Chico bottles and shank you.
All right. What about that guy over there?
Oh, just the 300-pound guy with spider web tattoos on his elbows and teardrops on his cheeks? Guy who looks like he could turn Dave Bautista into a pretzel. You'll excuse me if I don't want my spine pulled straight out of my asshole by Drax's high school bully.
Fair.
What about her?
Well, she's got a bunch of knives in the cart, and you do not want to fuck with soccer moms. Trust me, an upset mother is the scariest thing on the planet.
Yes, that sounds completely objective and uncolored by personal history.
I'm gonna pretend to be high enough that I didn't hear that.
10 more minutes of prowling through the aisles before we agreed unanimously on the perfect subject. Nestled far away from the corral of cash registers stood an elderly woman who had to have been pushing 70, her thin white hair tinged with the faintest blue. She wore glasses, bead chains attached to the tips, the lenses so thick that they could be a fire hazard if they caught light at the wrong angle.
Perfecto.
Can I help you? I'm about to close up. We don't usually keep this section open so late, but I've been needing the work. Well, that doesn't matter. What can I do you for?
Yes, I wanted to return this scarf, but I don't have the tag or the receipt.
Okay. You know, I'm not sure we carry that item here. Just one moment, sir. I'm not seeing anything come up. Maybe it was a seasonal item?
My name is Dave. Dave Kyle Kelly.
Okay, Mr. Kelly. Give me just 1 minute, sir. Can I see the scarf? I won't be able to help you tonight, but I can take a note along with your preferred contact information. Be sure to pass it along to the morning shift.
Here you go.
She's not doing anything. She's just staring.
I'm sorry, miss. Honestly, this is just a stupid prank my friend put me up to, and
You're dead. I don't understand. How are you here?
No fucking way. No. It's dementia or Alzheimer's or
My name's Dave Kelly. We just spoke seconds ago about how I want to return this.
You died over there, you miserable son of a bitch.
Look, I don't know what you're...
Oh, I remember when you enlisted. Daddy was so proud of you, and Mama wasn't happy about it, but I was. I remember praying to God every night, praying for you to go away and never come back. When that judge said you got to go to war or got to go to jail, and you picked the war, I knew your sorry ass was dying in that jungle. Knew you wouldn't be coming back. You were a monster. You just look like a person, but I know what you really are. When you came back in that box with the flag draped over it, I thought to myself, God is good, Agnes. Lord have mercy. He set you free from that bastard. Chaplain said you got shot through the heart, and I remember telling him that was impossible because you didn't have one. Only other thing I hope for is that they cut your balls off one after the other before your platoon found you, and I hope that all the devils in all of hell were roasting you on a spit, shoved straight up your miserable asshole and right out your mouth. It'd be a far sight better than what you deserved.
Dude, please tell me this is just some fucked up cognitive decline. You're just fucking with me. You put her up to it, didn't you?
Miles? Ma'am, it's me, Dave Kelly.
You can't hide under there, Jim. I saw you. I saw you in that box and saw them waste good dirt and pine on you when they should have just tossed you in a landfill and let the dogs have you, and it would have been the only good thing you ever did. Lord have mercy on me. I knew it was too good to be true.
Ma'am?
Get away from me! Help! 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 My dead brother's returned from hell! Help me! Security! Security!
Dave, grab the scarf and let's jet!
Oh, God, help me!
I ran. I covered my face and ran back to Sophia's car. My stomach twisted into knots and I keeled over. It's real. Fuck me, it's real.
Dave, what the hell happened?
My life is over. We didn't go home. Not right away. Sophia took us to Wash and Nosh, a restaurant laundromat hybrid that you could only really find in a college town. Sophia offered to pay, provided that we wait in the car for obvious reasons.
2 spin cycle sandwiches, 4 cups of detergent dip, and a fabric softener smoothie. Got it.
Thanks, Soph.
Don't mention it.
I'm living a nightmare.
You don't know that. That lady was old. Like, fucking old. Old people make mistakes.
I've watched you take 10 grams of shrooms because you, and I quote, wanted to see the face of God, end quote. You don't believe nothing's going on. You saw that. You saw her. She believed it, Miles. Fuck me, I believe it now.
I do too.
I watched the laundry tumbling in the machines just past the glare of the plate glass window. On the patio, a large, rough-looking man in a black tee featuring a tow truck and a smartly dressed woman engaged one another in conversation. Awkwardly, by the looks of it. Sophia almost bumped into the man, who gave her a dirty look that I didn't like in the slightest. Once inside, Sophia had veered off to the left, to the restaurant side of the laundromat.
There's a forum I go to. Well, used to go to before I got into all the alchemy and chaos magic. It's called Terranormal.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm making a thread about this right now. There's a lot of bullshit on Terranormal, a lot of bunk. Supposed haunted houses or asylums or abandoned hospitals. Sometimes the narratives were a bit more elaborate. Not so much tied to location, but to other things. Spooky dolls or strange birthmarks or some shit. One guy even thinks that there's some sort of cult of magicians operating out of an abandoned insane asylum on the outskirts of San Antonio.
Wild.
Yeah, I dug into it, and some of it was legit. Or about as convincing as you could expect from online schizo posting. I'm making a request thread right now, and seeing if anyone else has experienced anything like what you're talking about.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, this is some wild shit, Dave. If there's anyone else out there who's seen it, Terranormal would be the place to connect. It's the best lead we got outside of that giant Cherokee psychic billboard on the frontage road.
Well, let me know when the Ghost Brothers finally reach out to you.
Stupid itchy scarf.
As I reclined in the seat, out of sight of the patrons of the patio, my mind drifted. Sophia. Every time I thought of our relationship, it almost drove me crazy, so I did my best to not think about her at all. Easier said than done, given the living situation. She was so ambitious, so forward-focused on her future career in law. Towards the end of our relationship, I couldn't help but feel like I'd been a speed bump while she hurtled towards a beautiful future without me. Then again, I felt like that with most of the people I'd met. My successful army buddies on Facebook, rearing children and owning homes and shaking hands with people that made more in a month than I'd see in a year. By comparison, I had just sunk like a fucking rock, ending up in the 78666. Zip code seemed appropriate for far more sinister reasons. Worst of all, I knew that I deserved to be at this point in my life. And some part of me knew that I deserved far worse.
Blake couldn't find the bricks. Blake couldn't find the bricks.
What was that?
Just a trucker knocking over his beer.
Miles, do you think you can ever recover from being a total bastard? Miles?
How'd you get in here?
Miles, I don't even know how to respond to that. How high are you?
Mama, I'm tired of you always getting up in my shit.
What'd you say?
Look, you can't just keep barging in on me, especially not in my friend's car at this hour. We've got important work to do, Mama. I'm managing the house just fine, so you don't have to worry.
Miles, it's me, Dave. Don't you recognize me? Oh, shit, the pot. Miles, when was the last time you smoked?
Oh no, not the pot. Oh no, the marijuana. Please stop. It's natural.
Asshole prick. Always making a mess and expecting the serving staff to clean up after them. What's going on here?
It's affecting him. Want any, Miles?
Thanks.
He thinks I'm his mom. No surprise there, I guess.
If this is real, then I guess that makes sense. He's always bitching about her, which is really weird when you consider that literally she bought him a house and pretty much everything in it. Well, now that I said that out loud, I'm teasing out the implications. Maybe we should have seen that coming.
He has something that might help. Some sort of online paranormal website. He started trying to get a lead, but he won't help if he thinks I'm his mother constantly haranguing him. I don't know what he's hearing, but it's definitely not what I'm saying. At least he seems way more harmless than the others.
Miles has always been harmless. Hey, maybe it's because he's sobering up.
It's not a bad idea.
Let's get back and get you some pot, Miles.
Is this a trick? Where's Dave? Does she just want to raid my pot stash? Harass me the entire night? I told her I can quit whenever I want.
No. She's actually leaving right when we get home. Isn't that right, Mama Boykin?
Yes. I'll be leaving once we get to the house. I don't want to impinge on you and Dave and Sophia's project. In fact, I don't even want to know anything about it, and I want to leave you alone literally as soon as possible.
Besides, I want to see what you can dig up on that paranormal forum you were talking about.
Oh, I was talking to Dave about it. Did I mention it to you? Where is he, anyway?
Meeting us back at the place.
What? I was just talking to him, I think.
He said he wanted to walk to clear his head.
Jeez, this is a bit of a trek, you don't think?
I stared straight ahead at the patio of the Wash and Nosh. The customers' attention gradually shifted from their conversation to Sophia's car as they peered through the shop windows. Their curiosity piqued. They scrunched their faces in disgust, disdain, despair. The rough man on the patio, the one who'd been jocularly speaking to the savvy woman, was staring at me. The savvy woman attempted to get the tow truck driver's attention, but I felt a penetrating hatred from the man and was thankful there was a car, a balustrade, and about 20 feet between the two of us. I couldn't tear my eyes away from the man, even though the man's head was backlit, cast in shadow. I couldn't help but feel there was something tangibly different about how the rough man in the tow truck t-shirt took in my false appearance. The scarf. I forgot to put it back on during the confusion with Miles. Come on, Soph, let's get out of here.
Did someone just take a picture of us?
It's fine. It'll be fine once we get out of here and break line of sight. I distracted myself with the food, telling myself it was impossible that anyone could follow, that the illusion wore off once I was out of sight. It had to be true. Right?
Got me feeling like a drop in the sand, like a worm in the storm. A hungry hunger inside of me. I can't be reborn. I'm a monster, spreading hate, stealing time. I'm a monster, laying base when it's cloudy.
The Hatred is written and created by Tom Trest. Directed by Brooke Pillafont. Starring Spencer Simons as Dave, Ella Evenson as Sophia, Joey Chance as Miles, Carla Dawes as the customer support agent, Sven Lancaster as young Dave, Tom Trest as Dave's father, and Jay Smith as Sergeant First Class Pega.
Like an onion, I'll liberate your tears, your sweet passion, sweet fears. Oh, you're in good hands. They say I'm gentle, so don't be scared. I'm a monster. Every train has its thrill.
This has been a Madhouse Radio production.